Yo, welcome back. We are currently sat in it's not mine, a rental house in the Isle of Man that we're staying in for the next 2 weeks while we're here at the TT. And this vlog is going to be a little bit different to all the other vlogs I've ever done before, because for the first time I'm not going to call it a bike review, but I've got a very, very nice Daytona 660 off Triumph. They've given me a press bike for a month or a period of time. So I thought, why not tie that in to coming to the Isle of Man TT and get the chance to ride it around probably some of the best roads in the world. So we are going to have a go at talking about this bike. I've got more Insta360 cameras than I've ever had before, so we're going to load the bike up. And for anybody that doesn't know, when we're racing, we don't get an option to do this. We can't just put cameras wherever we want. The TV companies normally have rights. The scrutineers tell you that it's not safe, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, that's not the case right now. Obviously, I'm going to mount them all properly or as well as I can, because the last thing I want to do is lose a camera. We're going to load the bike up. We're going to put mics and stuff on as well when I'm on the bike and talk about riding it and try and give you guys as much good, honest feedback as what we think we can. Because there's obviously people out there probably loads more qualified than me at maybe riding a road bike or whatever, but there's probably not a lot of motorbike racers that do this. So I thought it was just a little bit of a different point of view. But yeah, so currently right now, this house is really, really nice, but I've turned the living room into a complete mess with my kit and stuff. So I'm going to show you what we've got, what we're planning to put on the bike, actually the bike, and yeah, we'll go from there. So first of all, I've got a helmet cam on, which is the Insta Go 3, because it's the smallest one. It's going to go there, but I'm thinking about maybe putting a chin mount on as well, but you can actually take this out and then possibly put it inside the visor, so that's another option. These are obviously the other cameras as well, X3s. We've got 2 or 3 of these, all the brackets and stuff, some different sound stuff. I've got this to try off Insta as well, which is the new X4, so I'm going to try and get that on and see if we can tell the difference. But I'm going to bring you out now and let you see the absolute. Right, so there's going to be a little bit of noise outside because there is a concrete wagon out in the back garden. I might wait, I'll see how loud it is, and then I might wait till they go and record this again. But here is the bike, and she's rather beautiful. I think it looks really cool in the satin. It's like satin grey or satin, yeah, gunmetal grey I think is probably the best term for it. Yeah, I'm actually really excited to ride it. I've not got a whole lot of experience, like I said, on road bikes, so that's something I'm looking forward to. And I thought I might as well make the most of actually having my license and going and passing my test. So we're going to have a front-facing 360 mounted on here on the proper bracket, and then we're going to have another one mounted out the back on another bracket. These are all really, really sturdy, so it's a good chance to try them. And then obviously on the helmet cam as well. So we should have I'm going to go back inside just for the noise. We should have a really good viewpoint of the ride and when we're riding. I'm looking forward to getting out. I'm going to stop Jesus, I can't talk. I'm going to stop waffling now, and then next time you're going to see me, we're going to be kitted out, ready to set off on our first adventure together on a beautiful little Triumph 660 Daytona. Right, so here we go. A little bit nervous, a little bit excited, but most of all, it is nice to be thinking about getting back on a motorbike after what feels like forever or a long period of time. So I'm just going to get her off this little bit of a slope because we haven't got the longest legs in the world. Get on. Good start this. I can get both feet down in one go. So before we start, if we do miss any indicators or hazards on the road, please bear with me and give me a chance, because like I've already stated, I haven't done a lot of road riding. I've got a license, but first of all we're going to move these mirrors a little bit. Yeah, we're off. how good does this feel? First things first, this bike is, well, first things first, I was really chuffed that both feet can go down on the ground, because anybody else that is 5'5" or slightly shorter will understand that it's not fun when you can't put your feet on the ground. So yeah, that's a really good start. But yeah, the bike feels really compact, really comfortable riding position. Handlebars are a little bit high probably, but that's just me going from a racing point of view. But yeah, for road riding, I feel like I could get on this and comfortably go and do 100 mile, couple 100 mile, and not be uncomfortable at the end of it. So that's a really good start. And I don't really know what the objective of this bike is, whether it's supposed to be a sports bike or a slightly touring bike or whatever. But yeah, the feeling, oh, gear's the wrong way, so that's another thing that I'll have to get used to. Obviously I run race shift on my road bike, so it's yeah, one up the rest down, and a road bike's obviously the other way around. So few learning curves for Lee here, but yeah, I've spotted straight away this bike's got heated grips. Obviously the weather is amazing right now on the Isle of Man, which it always is if you haven't been here. Oh, we're away. But yeah, so we won't be needing the heated grips today. But yeah, that's a cool little add-on that they seem to be built in as well. I don't know if that's an extra or that comes standard on this model, but yeah, cool little add-on. So I thought, we can't come over here or be over here and not at least do a little bit of the track or some of the track. So we're going to go, just as it's turned out in my rental house here, we're going to turn left at this junction, and then that is us actually on the TT circuit. So yeah, we're gonna do a little bit, or maybe more than a little bit, see how we get on. Indicator, Lee. There we go. So it's actually got quite a bit of go. I don't know what the horsepower is. Obviously you're going to learn from watching this channel that I'm very undereducated and underprepared for what we're doing, but I always like to keep things rough and ready and see how they feel. But the bike's got quite a lot of torque, or it feels to have quite a lot of torque, so I think that's a good thing, where you're not having to change gear all the time to get a reaction out of the bike. But as you can see, we're straight into Quarterbridge here. First sort of technical little part of the circuit. Lee forgot his indicators, sorry about that one. But it feels good to be back here after a few years missing, getting back on this famous track. See all the Metro branding there on the barriers on the side. The other good thing on this is the display on the dash is really simple. I like having a gear display. I don't know if other people like that, or that's just me coming from racing or whatever, but I like to know what gear I'm in. So when I look down straight away, you can see the gear display first thing, and then obviously the speedo and the petrol level is straight above that. So they're all the sort of main things you want. Obviously time and date below that's not a problem, because when you're out on the bike, the time is the least of your worries, because nobody's ever in a rush home, are they? But yeah, the bike feels comfortable. My wife's coming over this week, and she's never actually been on the back of a motorbike with me, so I don't know if I'll get it in this vlog or not, but I'm gonna actually take her out for a spin, maybe take her around for a lap and stuff. So I'll chuck it in the comments below what she thinks of it, comfortable wise, of sitting on the back and things like that there. But as far as the riding position goes, it's really, really comfortable. Handlebars are upset off the yokes a little bit, so that definitely helps with that. So I presume then when we'd be going into racing trim, that would be getting dropped down like the Triumph 765, which we race. So yeah, really, really comfy. The other thing that would be quite cool I've just remembered, this is what Richard Cooper rides in the sport bike class in British Championship. So Wonder if we could maybe blag a go on his bike sometime maybe, and then we could compare the two, or take this to a track day and take his to the track day at the same time or something. So yeah, that'd be quite cool, I think. Just trying to stay in the speed limit here is another thing that I've never really had to think about too much. But we're all change on this channel. If you come here to watch motorbike racing, it's very, very different. So what do we think? What do we think of the jacket? It's I think it looks really cool. The comfy of it, I would wear this like if I wasn't riding the motorbike, even as a casual thing. So it baffles me as to why guys wear full leathers on the road bikes. I know it's obviously safer and everything, but I personally think that this, I'm gonna say neoprene, but it's not the right thing, but this breathable material, whatever it's called, but this is obviously a full waterproof jacket as well, so it's got the comfort, it's waterproof, and it's got all the armour inbuilt in. So I don't know if we can change the armour like you can in my race suits, but maybe if you could do that, that would be like really good for people that wanted slightly more, slightly less, different things like that. Or else maybe you can build in a back protector as well. But yeah, jacket's mega, bike's mega. Oh man, I'm having fun. It's good to be back on a motorcycle on the Isle of Man TT. A little bit too much traffic for my liking, but hey ho. Hey ho. Bike feels really responsive and small. I don't know if that's more of like the racing side of it. It's not nervous by any means, but yeah, it's very, very responsive through the handlebars and stuff for turning. So I think this thing will be good on track. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if we can get it on a James Whittam track day before it goes back to Triumph, because that would be cool to do a road test and a track test on the same bike. The other thing that I always wonder with road bikes is when they set the suspension up, like, is there an average weight of a man, or do they set them up for two people? But I'm 65 kilos, which is probably quite on the light side for a fully grown adult, but the bike doesn't feel harsh to me in any sense. Like, I've gone over quite a few bumps and stuff now, or divots in the road, and it doesn't feel harsh. So I don't know if that would mean that it'd be slightly soft for somebody bigger or anything like that, but for me it feels, yeah, super comfortable. I'm actually sitting here thinking what there is that I don't like about it, or what's not to like about it, and I'm honestly struggling. I could maybe, and this is probably not what you would expect to come from someone that's racing, but I don't know if the screen would give a lot of, obviously I'm sitting in the speed limit, but if you were maybe going a little bit above the speed limit, how much protection there is off the screen. The front area seems quite small, but yeah, we can't really judge on that until we break the speed limit, which might happen over the mountain. Who knows? At the same time, we don't want to be losing any cameras. Oh, how beautiful is it here? I'm not even going to comment, but I don't know if that lady is that comfortable on the back of that motorbike because of the seating position, or maybe the lack of seating, but probably don't really want to be putting that into the vlog. Supportive comments only on this channel. Grieva Castle up there on the right hand side. Brilliant corner this. Once took the frontier at about 120 mile an hour and ended up another 100 meters up the road there in a ball of flames. We're just going to pull in here a second. Right, so we've skipped a few little bits of the track out, but this is one of the parts where I actually wanted to sort of ride the bike on. This is Ginger Hall to Ramsey now, so any of you TT fans or people that are watching this that maybe don't know, but this is classed as the roughest and toughest and hardest part of the circuit for the road conditions, bumps, jumps, everything in between. So yeah, if anywhere was going to test the suspension and the comfort level and obviously performance level and all these things, I think this is probably one of the best parts of road going. So let's see what this little 660 has to offer. Obviously there's a little bit of traffic in front right now, and you guys didn't see it on here, but coming into Kirkmichael there was a guy in front of me and he got done for speeding. So yeah, the last thing I need to be doing is getting any points on my license, so we're going to have some manners. But we're out of the speed limit now, so once we get past this cyclist, then we're gonna open this little girl up a little bit and see what she's got to offer. The other thing I was feeling, now that I've rode it a little bit more, the brakes are really responsive, not overly sharp, but yeah, because my hands are quite small, I don't like a lot of movement in the lever, and that's a good thing. So yeah, the brakes are really responsive, and yeah, I like them, so we're all good. But yeah, there's some bumpy sections here. You can probably see me bouncing around, and the bike feels mega. It feels so planted and comfortable. Yeah, we're still struggling for something to sort of say bad about this little bike. Just coming into Glentrammon now. I believe this bit has been opened up since I've raced here. The hedge and stuff's been cut back on the right. Yeah, so this used to be all trees. They've planted new trees there in the background, but this used to be all greenery in the distance there, but now it's all nice and open and beautifully smooth tarmac. So it's making me, this video is maybe not good for my mental health of missing riding around the Isle of Man TT, but I'm going to sacrifice that for you guys and getting to see some of the track. I just hope the mountain course is open when we get there, because we I seen on some signs just back a little bit that it wasn't, so if it's not, we'll maybe pop back on another day if it's the weather's nice one day, and try and get some more footage over the mountain. But I'm really impressed with the way this little bike's coping with these bumps. It's this neck section here is quite bumpy, so we're gonna just try and get past this car safely. Oh, you can hear it in my voice, but yeah, big wee sort of jump here in the middle of this corner, just changing direction right there. No, feels really good. Now back on the beautiful smooth tarmac. These are all the obstacles you have to deal with at the TT. Changing surface, changes again there, bump, and then there's another big jump here just before this right hand corner of Milltown. Whoop, back down to 30 mile an hour. I'm so chuffed with this little bike. And by the way, I'm not trying to sell this or anything, and Triumph have just like lent it to me, so I could literally say anything I want. But so for anybody that's listening and wants a genuine, honest opinion, this is it. Like, there's no sponsorship thing here, no, there's nothing. This is literally, they've given me a bike because I wanted to get some content, and that's what's happening. So if you want an honest video, this is what we're trying to provide. Right, see you later. Take care. Right, so I've pulled in to the filling station in Ramsey, got some fuel, and while we were waiting there, the mountain has opened again, and we're just pulled over there beside some very friendly policemen. So hi to you guys if you're watching. And they're just switched the cameras on again and stuff, so we're going to go for a little blast across the mountain. Oh man, I'm excited. This is the best part of this track. You can probably hear it in my voice. Oh, it's brilliant. The best feel in the world. And I imagine if there's people on here or watch this and they're like used to maybe riding on a road that's away out in the middle of nowhere and open, well, that's what this is like, only it's a racetrack as well. Does not get any better. A few little damp patches there still under the trees, but I like this bike. Feels good. Hopefully we can get it tied in to go into a track day on one of Whitham's days when we get back. That would be awesome, because then we get a really good mix of both riding it on the road and riding it on the track. And yeah, we're gonna be sensible on this little run, because I've been warned about 50 times, and I've got jeans on and not proper protective gear, so no silliness, Lee, no silliness. Wait till you see the view as we rise up out of here. I always look back on this when I'm out on the bicycle, back down over Ramsey. It is one of the best views on this island. You can see it on the back camera right now. This is good for your health. And if you don't think so, there's something wrong with you. Whee! Actually, I was wrong about that screen. We're currently doing just shy of 100 mile an hour, and I'm not really tucked in, and I feel like there's not a lot of wind hitting me. So yeah, I'm going to take that one back. Little Daytona. Sorry about that. Oh, wait for the cameras. Them guys don't be sat there when we're racing, that is for sure. Sorry if there's times when I'm not talking, I'm just enjoying myself too much. This little bike has got some go. For anybody wanting that in between, all round, like, nobody needs a sports bike nowadays on the road, like a full-blown super bike or whatever. This is mega. cruising at 100 mile an hour on our little Daytona 660. And it's still got loads to go in it. But we're being sensible today, guys. I get enough abuse about driving my van with the camera in it, never mind doing crazy speeds over the mountain with a pair of jeans on. So that's not what this channel's about. Honest. I keep forgetting that it's only one way, so we can actually just go for a little rosy around the outside. Triple apex this one. Let it run out, then back in, then back out to that little V in the road, and then shortcut it straight through. Anybody that hasn't been to the Isle of Man needs to come just to ride the motorbike. You can thank me later. We got the famous veranda. Oh look, we got a Kyle Ride fan in front. Oh, this guy's making a few stabs at the apex. Should we go around the outside? Ah, why not? Good corner, smooth corner. Let it run out. God, I'm enjoying this. This vlog's going to be about 2 hours long at this rate. Do you know what? We're going to have a little mooch in here and call it a day to... I don't know what it's called anymore. If it's called Victory Cafe or what the actual name of it is. But yeah, we're gonna go in. I'm gonna get a brew and say goodbye to you guys. Oh, that's if we don't crash on the stones. Maybe get a little scenic picture up here for the old thumbnail. Oh, there's quite a lot of people here. This might be a bad idea. Trying to think where we can park for a photograph. So we go here. So if you guys can hear the bikes in the background, oh, it's a bad idea. We're gonna have to spin it around.
Doing some commentary while where you are? Working holiday?
Anywhere or? Alright guys, so I'm literally stood up here at the cafe. I've had a mint time riding this bike. Thanks again for watching. You see it here in the background, and yeah, I don't know what the next vlog's going to be, but stay tuned, and if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button and chuck us in some comments maybe as to what else you want to see on here.